Angel's fan. Angel's fan. Angie Town, the paradise you've always dreamed of, has a special friend for whom the moment to grow up is there, and so she has to leave. For the challenge is hard, but the warm is so hot that rid of all your fears. The rewards on the way if you keep having faith. You're gonna learn to fight with an angel and an high-speed flight. She's gonna read your mind, protect you from the devil's fight. Even if you feel safe, don't you know that there's a danger hiding? You can just make it through with love and an angel's flight.
I did it! I should be able to find the spell that'll free Basilisk from Blue's control somewhere in this book. But I'll have to act fast. This place will be perfect! I can experiment out here without anyone noticing, and where my magic can't do any damage. Stay calm, buddy. You'll be safe in a moment. Huh? What is it? Of course! The magic controlling him must have some kind of warning system, like a car alarm.
Basilisk! Someone must be trying to break my spell on him. I'd better go investigate.
Stop! Stop! Huh. Huh. I have to hurry before he slithers out of my grasp. I hope this works. My faith will now dominate the snake, for you've abandoned our friendship. I call upon the lower depths. Release him at once from the enemy's cruelty. Basilisk! Yes! We did it! Finally, you're back to normal! Now that nobody is controlling you anymore, we have to go to Raph and tell her everything. Together we can free her mother.
Sophus,
Huh? Ah! Blue!
where do you think you're going?
It's none of your business, Blue!
If you think one little spell is all it takes to break free from my control, that's where you're wrong.
I'll never go after Sweet.
Unfortunately, you have no choice. If you don't, then Angelique will suffer.
Only if you run to your masters. If you just keep your mouth shut, then Raph and I can defeat them before they find out.
You just don't understand. I can't afford for Raph to find out anything.
But why? The masters aren't fond of you either.
So what about it?
So why do you work for those two? Are you being blackmailed?
No, but they alone have the power to make my greatest wish come true. All I have to do is help them with their little enterprise, and they'll give me what I want.
No matter how much it hurts everybody else?
That's ironic coming from a devil.
Funny or not, I can't sit back and let this happen.
By now, you should know that you can't do anything to stop me. Just watch. Hypnotic bite.
Her eyes! I can't let her hypnotize me!
Like I said, it's useless to resist me.
Can't look away! I've got to do something! Firefly!
You wounded me.
Just stay away from us and you won't get hurt!
Forget it. Shadow bite.
By the horns of 1,000 devils! I warned you to stay back! Huh? fireballs pass right through her!
You took me by surprise once, but it won't happen again. Don't be so dramatic. It'll only hurt for a few seconds. But the effects of my poison will last much longer than that. You're under my power now.
Ah! Sulfus is in danger! No, it must have only been a bad dream. Maybe I'm just traumatized by seeing him with Sweet at the Universal Library. I'm sure it was just a coincidence. My friends would never betray me. I know I can trust Sweet completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, pay close attention. In the embodiment process, it's important to learn how to become terrestrial. And how to quickly change back to angelic.
Outstanding. He did that in a flash.
But how did he do it? Without any earthly metamorphosis.
It's not hard. So, who wants to try?
Me, I'd like to try that.
Excellent. I've got a mannequin all ready for you.
Great. Too bad his head stays the same.
All right now, Gas. Let's see how quickly you can change back.
It'll be a cinch! Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Fantastic!
That was quite impressive. Oh, dear me. I guess something must have
Indeed.
gone wrong, huh?
So now you know, that's one of the risks of instant personification. When you're switching between personas like that, sometimes things can get stuck. Usually it's just a piece of clothing.
But it's just a hat.
But sometimes it might even be a thought, or maybe an emotion. You might feel what your earthly charge is feeling at that very moment. Got it?
Mm-hmm. I understand now. That's what happened to me. That's why I can't stop thinking about Alexander. Sweet seems distracted. Could she be thinking about Sulfus?
But as angels, it's wrong for us to be influenced by earthly passions. That's why it's important to learn to step completely out of their shoes.
Loud and clear.
If only it were that easy for me. Sweet, are you all right? Is something on your mind? Who, me? Well, if she only knew. It's written all over your face. Now what do I say? My spy bell is ringing.
Lily must be having a problem.
I'll go see what it is. Huh?
Wow, I really want to see that
That sounds great. I'll see you around. There she is! Everything seems all right.
Of course. But why doesn't this dumb thing stop ringing?
It doesn't like you, I guess.
Of course. Since when did you get a sense of humor?
You devils give us plenty to laugh about.
Oh, really? You're talking? Hi, Lily. Can I talk to you for a second? What does she want now?
It's Gloria, the girl that Alexander's infatuated with.
And Alexander's the one Lily's in love with, right?
Now be quiet and let me do a little eavesdropping. Sure, what's up?
Listen, you and Alexander are really close friends, right?
Very close. But unfortunately, still just friends.
So he would confide in you, right? He does confide in her. He told Lily he likes Gloria, but Lily is keeping that to herself.
You're responsible for that. Well, we talk about all sorts of stuff. Why do you ask about that?
I imagine you would know if there was a girl he liked, right?
I would, and I wish it was me. Or me. Oh no, it's happening again.
Lily?
Alexander doesn't have a girlfriend.
awesome. What I mean to say is, I'll be honest, Lily. I think he's really cute. Do you think you could help me get to know him?
What?
Lily, do you think you could ask him if he'd be interested in me?
Of course he's interested. He's in love with you. But Lily's not going to tell you that.
Wanna make a bet?
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure that Lily never tells Gloria.
And you'll lose, because I'll convince her to help Gloria with Alexander.
Well, that's an unusual request. Let me sleep on it.
I understand, but I just know you're the only one who can help me.
Now what?
She'll listen to me.
Just forget it, and I'll see you in the challenge room.
Step into this jail cell, Sulfus. Should I wake him up now?
Just one moment.
Why do you need a lock of his hair?
You'll find out soon enough, Blue. All right, now you can wake him up.
Sulfus, look at me. Hypnotic power. Wake up!
What happened to me? Where am I?
Someplace where you can't betray us.
What's going on? Release me!
Save your breath, Sulfus. It's your fault if we had to lock you up.
You freed Basilisk, and you wanted to warn Raph. Blue told us everything.
I'm sorry, Sulfus. I had to do it. You won't understand, but the fate of my people depends on it.
The paradise you've always dreamed of has a special friend for whom the moment to grow up is there, and so she